to the table. Today, I'm going to do another few stack of games. This one's going to be a little different because half the stack I played, the other half I just received. And they're all basically one theme, one war, one time period, which I've been enjoying lately because of all the books I've been reading on the time period. Go ahead and get it started with Black Orchestra. This one, I didn't think about it much. It's been sitting over there on where all my normal board games are and stuff. It said it's a war game. Somebody did a video on this just recently, and boom, they're right. It is a pandemic style game where you are trying to assassinate, kill Hitler. You will be going around locations, getting stuff, much like McKee, but in a much bigger scale. At the end, towards the end, in short, you're trying to stack the odds on your side. So at the end, it comes down to one dice roll. So you're trying to, throughout the whole game, make your last die roll the odds in your favor. And it comes down to what that one chance, much like it should be. Either you made it or not. So that's Black Orchestra. It might be a little harder to find. I know it was for me. It took me a while to find it. But if you can pick her up, I think you guys really enjoy that one. Might be overlooked by a lot of war gamers out there. But I know it's been liked. It's been one of those, don't tell everybody, the subject matter. We all know you can't really put it in a lot of board game stores because people freak out. But for us, it's history, stuff to learn. Now, the one I've been playing quite a bit is finally here, was 303 Squadron. I didn't jump on that crowdfunding, so I didn't get early copy. It took me a while to find mine, but it's here, has 2 expansions out. This is my venture into finally making the switch from Civil War and Revolutionary War to World War II. That's as far as I'm going to go right now. Air warfare. I know there's a lot of more games out there on surface warfare and such like that, but this one, I've been liking this. A lot of these airplane type games looking very attractive. This one, of course, I'm a normal gamer. I like minis. This one has minis. I got them all painted up. They're a little bit of a paint to paint. They're very small, but this game looks very attractive on the table. Big map, big area, so you can put all your stuff in. So far, the expansions, I haven't touched them, but they do have, I think, some cool stuff in there. The combat on this one is a little tricky for me to get my hand, or, grasp it, but it's not very hard. The rule book can use some help. There is aids out there I found, so you can print them out, so it kind of guides you through the process a little easier. But I think this is a game that the publisher, Hobbity.eu, Hobbity, they got something in there, and they got a winner here. I know it's hard to get more content out because of our crisis that we're putting ourselves through for no reason. But this is one that we should see a lot more stuff on. I think this one could make the crossover between war gamers and normal gamers. This one could do that crossover very easily because of its how it looks. Now, also, another one I've been playing, Air Warfare. This one right here. The wargaming community, I'm just going to say it straight up from my experience, is 90% good. Everybody's very helpful. There's always those 2 or 3 jokers out there, but we already know. This has been pointed out. There's been quite a bit of these roll and write war games. I didn't know about them. I picked this one up because I saw it somewhere on the groups, and I picked it up. It took me a little bit to wrap around the rule book. I'm having issues with rule books, but Jamie Kilpatrick, the author, he did a video. I found it. It explains it. It's very simple. I went ahead and just printed out, laminated the sheet, and he's very active in the community, as I found. So this is one that everybody should look at. There's others out there I found out real quickly, so this is not the only one, and from all kinds of time periods. So this is a nice fun one. You just want to pretty much lay out your sheet. You're going through, but like most of these, you're going through zones and you're dropping your bombs. Here's your sheet. Your crew takes damage, so on and so on, and you can just keep going. There is a campaign in here, which is kind of nice. So that's a nice one that I enjoyed, and I'm actually looking at 1 or 2 others out there eventually. Now, moving over to what I was waiting for was these Indian Wars of the American West, this trilogy by Legion Wargames. I've been reading quite a bit on this time period, the Indian Wars, and I've been looking for games for it. Specifically, this one right here, the first one in the series, Adobe Walls. I just read 2 books on the Alamo, and I've been looking for a game like this. I reached out to a few people. Nobody responded because I guess there's not many games on the Alamo. This one is as close as I can find right now, and I'm liking this time period. So here's 3 of them. The other one is the Battle of Rosebud Creek and the Little Bighorn, and Adobe Walls 1, 2, and 3. The map on this thing is beautiful. I really like the maps. My opinion, obviously. I do like the lower counter count, jet count. There's not many of them to overwhelm me. Those have, to me, like most war games, there's a lot of rules on war and retreats and melee and all this stuff. So it's gonna take me a bit to get through this one, but it's one I can lay out on my table here and take as much long as I want getting through them. I wanted to point these out. I know they're not very popular. A lot of people are liking the World War II, the Civil War, and so on. But I'm glad they did this one. And also, I picked up the new release from GMT, Plains Indians War. I kind of missed out. I pre-ordered it in 2 places. They never came through. Thank God somebody in our community was posted this one for sale. They didn't gouge me, thank God. So I got it brand new for less than retail, and I'm liking the time period. This one's very, very pretty. I love the card, I love the art, I love the map. I prefer the maps on this one better, the way they look. So this one looks like it's a little bit different gameplay, which is kind of nice twist on the Indian Wars conflict during this time period. So I'm really looking forward to getting this one. I hate to say it, but this one's probably gonna hit the table before I can wrap my head around this series. But I'm looking forward to all these. I was asking for this stuff a couple of weeks ago, and I got enough of that to last me for a while. The last one I'm gonna point out here is War for America. It's the latest one from Compass. I've never owned a Compass game. I'm new to this. I picked it up, I opened it, and I saw there's a lot of rules changes, a lot of stuff in the rule book, and it freaked me out a little bit. Thanks to Artie and a bunch of you guys in the community, Art Wolf and Dan and some other people. This is normal. It's not a big deal. So I'll get through it. I do like the time period, obviously. It's one of my favorites. I like the maps, the card play. It's a very attractive looking game. I love the time period. So this is one I can't wait to get into. Yet another game on the American Revolution, but there can never be enough. So that is a stack of games that half that I played, and the other half that I'm looking forward to, meaning one subject matter and one of a familiar that I really like. So that's my stack of games. I do get some comments and stuff from you guys either here or other places, which I really love, and I'm always looking for recommendations. However, I got enough stuff right now to last me for a while. But I'm always looking for this stuff. I want to thank all you YouTubers, creators, people out there that take the time to just put a camera down, teach us, let us know of other stuff out there. I really appreciate all that. And please keep it coming. It can never be enough. So with that being said, you guys take care.